Hello, Internet, and welcome to Survivors Complex. We are back. Took a short break last week, but we are here and ready to go with some exciting D&D fun. I'm going to do some quick announcements, and we're going to get right into the game itself. We had our second episode of the newest iteration of Wonderworld Origins this last Thursday, and you can check that out on our Twitch page right now if you're a subscriber. If you're not, then that'll be going up on YouTube it's up right now.
I did, yeah. So we had some scheduling issues and we got a little bit behind on the YouTube uploads. So I did a whole bunch of them today and then went ahead and did a whole bunch more. So surprise, early YouTube.
Breaking news, it is up right now. You can go watch that as soon as this game is over. But that's been a lot of fun, and if you don't know, we're playing the mask system, teenage superheroes fighting crime in the city and dealing with all sorts of angst and hormones along the way. So you can check that out. It'll be every other Thursday, so the next session will be 2 weeks from last Thursday. We will keep an eye out if you've been missing out on Wild Space and Tidefall. We will be announcing, hopefully we'll be doing our next session soon, as everything is starting to come back into semblance of order. So keep an eye on our Twitter for that, and we will be putting those announcements out there when we are returning. And as far as Survivors Complex goes, we are wrapping up our short little campaign here. I know it's kind of just in and out. We've just kind of tried to get through it as quickly as possible. A short little 60 some odd episodes of this D&D game. But we will probably be concluding this campaign in the next couple weeks. And we've had a lot of fun doing it. But if you want to catch up on it, if you're not sure, if you're coming into this late, all the episodes are up on YouTube. You can check them out there. We'll be doing a sort of epilogue episode and talking about our characters and, maybe fielding some questions and stuff if anybody out there has any. We will just be talking about the game probably in the next couple weeks. And then we will be ramping up for a new campaign because most of us cannot live without our weekly dose of D&D on Saturdays at this point. I know I can't, so we will be announcing that soon. So stay tuned. It's all in the works. We will not leave you hanging without something to watch around this time every week. Otherwise, I think that's about it. I don't have any other announcements. As always, we have our Discord server if you want to join that, and you can be as up to date as possible with all GGK news. There is a banner below my face here on Twitch. Scroll down, click that banner, and that'll take you to our Discord. If you're a subscriber and you like to subscribe, you get access to a couple of other servers that non-subs don't, including our GGK guild, where you can play Dungeons and Dragons with us, following Adventures League-esque rules and kind of those principles, getting to drop in and out with characters. And it's been a lot of fun. We've done a couple of sessions at this point, and hopefully we will continue to do more. But the more people that get involved, the better it gets. So I think that is it. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into our recap and start the show. So last time on Survivors Complex, your plucky group of adventurers had survived an encounter with the Grand Marshal Vesh Alonson, leader of the Stalwart Keepers, defeating her and inadvertently releasing the Demon Queen Arathilia, who absorbed the power of a petrified god, Alarius, and along with an army of corrupted angels had swept into the material plane and over the world of Sarthia. You had met up with a new companion in the plane of fire on your way back. It's been 2 weeks. Kune, okay, is joined up with your crew and helped you escape. You made your way back to your ship, back onto the material plane, reconvening at the Port Onrix, the pirate haven that you had previously visited and saved. And there you sought the guidance of Reverie, your crewmate Holly's sister, who is sort of an oracle within or among these people. And she told you of the history of Arthilia. She told you the plan and the destruction that would come to this world should you not intervene, that Arthilia was stealing the essence of the remaining gods, and one after another they would fall if you do not step up and stop them, or stop this madness. Quickly after that, or soon after that, you summoned Thrix and Prince Zinstor to your aid. They met with you at the use of a teleportation spell, and you concocted a plan that Thrix would travel to the capital of Krastil and seek out the Jarl Highwind and regroup with your party and hopefully take out Arthilia in the process. After revealing that you would need the words of sealing from each of the 3 surviving members of the Falcon Guild in order to gain access to Arthilia's sanctum and take out the Demon Queen once and for all. After that, you traveled to the Plane of Fire once again, realizing you needed the body of Vesh, which you had left behind because nobody else knew the word of sealing that she had used. And you, a couple of you, snuck into the Plane of Fire. Star, Kune, and Tova collecting the body, attempting to make their way back, though the heat and the exhaustion taking their toll. You were unable to successfully sneak past this dark fallen angel that was guarding the portal, at which point it attacked. You were successfully able to fight it off, and at its last sort of dying embers, it exploded and dealt a serious blow to many of you. However, you were able to successfully collect the body, get yourselves back on the ship, and soar back out into the skies of Sarthia once again. And that's where we left off. After having made it back on the ship, you have the body of Vesh down below deck, somewhere near the body of the Queen of Night and Magic that's also down there. And you can continue with your plan. I think the other thing we left off with was you took her armor and
weapon. Shield, sword are all in the bag of holding.
Yeah, so I'll go over that. I'm just going to skim through that a bit since Dylan's not here to do the identify stuff. Is that he looks it over. The armor is enchanted. It's adamantine armor, plate armor, which he would tell you negates critical hits. It's also +2 adamantine plate armor. The sword is a simple +3 longsword. Simple in that it doesn't have any additional enchantment, still a +3 sword. And the real kind of gem of this collection and the recognizable item amongst this collection that Vesh has is her shield, the legendary shield of the commander of the Stalwart Keepers, Bulwark, which he would hand to somebody in this group that uses shields, and explain what it does. So I put Bulwark in the magic item inventory. You guys can all see it and decide who wants to take it.
Shall we read it for the viewers?
Sure. I don't want to read it because I'm talking enough.
I'll read
Got
it. Since I probably have it, and unless anyone wants to fight me for it. Going once. Going... Okay, it's fine. Bulwark. This platinum shield stands as a testament to its bearer's steadfast will. The shield has a +3 bonus to AC. When you make a shove attack, you may add the magical bonus of this shield to your ability check. On a successful check, holy chains spring forth from the ground and grapple a creature if it is huge or smaller. The target is considered grappled and must use an action to succeed on a DC 15 strength check to break the chains. Additionally, when you are targeted by a ranged attack roll, but before the attack hits or misses, you can use your reaction to temporarily add 1d10 to your AC for that single attack. As part of your reaction, if the attack misses, you can direct the attack at a creature or object within 60 feet, using the attacking creature's roll and adding the result of your d10 roll. Sick.
Super powerful.
Wow.
Hopefully she doesn't want that back if she wakes up.
She's dead. She ain't waking up.
Well, about that.
I know.
She could.
I don't. Sean's got plans.
That's actually something we need to talk about.
So let's play out that conversation. Assuming you guys are all standing around the body.
We're seeming to collect a lot of these ladies. I kind of feel like we're creating a morgue ship. What are we gonna do?
Have we got a bucket or something we can put these corpses in?
Bucket?
A pocket.
Pocket.
A corpse pocket, if you will.
Oh my gosh. We got the mirror.
Sean, you didn't think that was ever going to come back around.
No, I did not. I should explain for the audience. The last game we played, the last campaign for this one, the name of their group was Corpse Pocket.
We had a portable hole that we kept corpses in.
Just lots of corpses. It was really disturbing. Anyway,
We had a necromancer, and it was...
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a good story. Good job,
I
everyone.
believe the name actually came around after, because you had other stuff in the portable hole you didn't want to get ruined, so I lovingly made a pocket to keep
Yeah,
the
to
corpses
keep the
in so they
corpses
wouldn't
in.
ruin the art.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
this is
so
premium content. Should put that in a subscribers-only episode.
yeah, we're gonna cut that and put it on the DVD
I'll
release.
edit it out in post. So yeah, dead bodies. Couple of things I can do in this situation, which is we can leave her dead and try to talk to her, or I can try to bring her back. Can't do either till we sleep, though.
True. If we just speak with Dead, which is what I'm assuming you're gonna try, in your experience, she hates us. We killed her. Is she
Well-
gonna want to give up the information freely?
In her defense, and sort of in our defense, also she was like possessed
Yeah.
most of the
So
time.
maybe she won't be after this, but still.
But she can. I don't know if they can lie. I'm reading the spell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's not under any compulsion to tell the truth.
Yes. The corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer. It can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that's happened since it's died. But, yeah, she could lie. I mean, if we bring her back, she could also lie, but
Yeah.
maybe she'd be nicer. But that's expensive to do.
Yeah. Do we want to?
Let me check my diamond pocket.
I think I have a diamond. I know that. I think you gave me a diamond.
I've got 3 that are good for Revivify and 1 left that's good for Raise Dead, because I'd use the other one on Saddle.
Well, yeah, and I only have the 100 gold diamond, so I have the Revivify diamond too. So
So,
Well, I
So
mean,
it takes that off the table.
what's the harm in trying to speak with Denn? And if that doesn't work, then we can debate.
How are we gonna
Thieves.
know? I mean, how are we gonna know she's lying?
Tova can look into her soul.
True.
Tova
Well-
sees through everybody.
Are these both?
I'm just
Oh, wait,
very
I have-
perceptive on those things.
Does Zone of
not
Truth work
perfect.
on ghosts?
Don't think so.
We did it in Lindsay's campaign.
Yeah. There's a lot of writing out there. I think this is
It just has a
hot,
creature.
a hot topic that I really don't want to get into. Well, the I think the question always comes down to whether or not the corpse is technically a creature, because it's not a zombie. It's
Well, you're
not
not
an undead.
talking to the corpse. It specifically says because you're not animating the corpse, you're just talking to its spirit.
Whether the spirit is a creature at that point, or if it's
Are ghosts people?
whether you can target the spirit of the
Do
creature.
ghosts deserve rights?
All right, I'm just gonna say, for the sake of this, I'll allow it, because I don't. It doesn't do me any harm. Plus, she still gets to make a saving throw. So
Yeah,
see
but
how
we'll
that-
know. I'll know if she
yeah,
succeeds, though. Okay. We also can't do any of this till I sleep. So,
I've just called up for a catnap on deck.
gonna have to burn
So-
a day and so a god.
Well, okay, so here's a question. I know we're all tired, and we all could use sleep. If we rotate who gets sleep, does that is that like a celestial loophole? Because somebody's always awake.
Well,
in
it's,
the group.
the gods aren't dying because we're sleeping. It's because time is passing.
If only we could control time.
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
it's happening every day at midnight.
Yeah,
is the- yeah.
I missed that whole.
Alignment of the planets, witching hour, stuff like that. Yeah,
It's
the
just
spell.
because we're sleeping, and I love that idea.
A watch pot.
That it was we're not sleeping because every time we go to sleep, a god dies.
A watch
That would
pot
be
never boils.
terrifying.
I'd watch that
A
movie.
watch god never dies.
Oh gosh.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a good idea.
Well, so okay. I mean, we should. Well, how close are we to midnight?
So, shouldn't have said that in character voice. Sean, how close are we to midnight?
Man, at this point, yeah, sometime is probably past here. I'd say it's dark out right now.
It's 2 minutes past midnight. We've already missed it.
He's already missed it.
Damn.
I'd say a couple of hours.
Okay.
Not very long at all. It's sleeping time for
Most of us.
most of you.
Okay, well, there's not much we can do, right? A god's gonna die. I mean, like, we can't get there. We can't save the god. We can't do anything.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the best we can and try to save the rest of them. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all we can do at this point.
Okay. Well, this is. One day we need a vacation, like a real vacation.
Yeah, maybe when there's not a demon queen trying to murder all our gods.
No, but I always feel like there's gonna be somebody.
Well, I mean, it's either that, either we go on vacation at the end of this week or we all die, so.
Death is a vacation. No, sorry. Just trying to bring some levity. Okay, sleepy time.
Thank you, Lil. I think it's needed.
Yeah. We're all delirious because we haven't slept since we left the Feywild.
Yeah, and we killed some angels. And,
I still feel not good. about
Yeah.
that.
oh well. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go sleep now. Goodbye.
Wait, real quick.
What?
What are we gonna do with the rest of Vesh's stuff? I'm keeping this. Is anyone opposed to me keeping the shield?
No, keep the shield. That's
Alright,
awesome.
but she's got other stuff. And, I mean, if we have to wake her up, she might want it back, but I think she sort of forfeited all of it when she
Yes.
murdered a god. So
Yeah. Oh wait, I should look at what we have in the bag of holding, because
My brain can't keep all that straight. Do. The armor was just plate, right?
adamantine.
Adamantine plate armor +2.
Very fancy.
And does that require attunement?
No.
Do we think I can fit in the armor?
Bits of it.
It's magical, so
Oh, okay,
I
so
think yeah, it'll shrink in the wash.
we'll do a warp cycle. It'll be fine.
Throw it in the dryer.
would anybody mind if I took the armor? I know Rabbit will be pissed, but that could be helpful.
Listen, once we've saved Rabbit from like a demon queen killing all our gods and then all of us, I think he'll get over it.
Okay, we can have him like stamp the rabbit into this armor if he wants.
I guess.
Whatever. Does anybody have any like? Do you want it, Savannah?
Who's that?
Jen, do you want it? I'm really tired. I'm hallucinating. I'm seeing stuff. I don't.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's fair if I take everything. If you guys want to give me everything, we'll take. But I don't really think it's fair for me to take everything.
I mean, it would. We're getting heavier hits, and I think it might help me be up there.
Fine, you should take it.
Yeah, no, I think you should take it.
Okay.
That angel did punch you really hard in the face.
Yeah. I got him good though.
Yeah.
Baby.
You did.
Okay, good.
I was there. You did.
Okay.
You were great. You did great.
I'm gonna take the armor, and now I can't be critted on.
Yep. Make a note of that somewhere because I'll forget.
Okay. And then so +2. So is 20? AC
Yeah.
base 20. Okay. So I get a 21.
That's so
armor
sick.
class. 22 if I'm in the sun. Yes.
Dang.
Y'all still ain't caught me.
23. And then there's a longsword if anyone wants it. It's just a basic. It's just a +3 longsword. Doesn't require attunement. So that's in the bag. We don't have to go through that now, but if somebody wants to snag that at some point, you're welcome. So you all go to sleep for the evening to regain your hit points and spell slots and all that good stuff.
I attuned to the shield.
Yes.
You lose 1 exhaustion level per long rest.
Yes. So I think you were at 2. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm very tired, buddy.
I could do, before we go to sleep, I can do 1 greater restoration, but I'm running out of money, you guys.
This greater
I mean,
restoration
the world's
costs
gonna end.
money?
Go for it.
Diamond dust
Yeah.
worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. No one pays attention to it. Greater restoration has material components. So if you
Yeah.
want to pay me 100 gold,
Is it 100 or 1,000?
it's 100.
Oh, I take out my diamond and I smash it and
Okay.
pulverize it.
Just right there.
Just bam.
Damn.
Oh, my poor tired friend.
Okay, that works. Yeah, you can cast a greater restoration on him, and
This is more like diamond gravel, but
Whatever. Desperate times.
Thanks, Lil.
that'll remove everybody's exhaustion. Then I believe. So the one thing that happens while you're sleeping, if anybody would be awake at that time, the crew that is keeping watch, as the midnight hour passes and the moon reaches its zenith, there is a moment where everything goes still. The wind stops. The clouds disperse. The ocean itself seems to calm. And in the sky, only the light of the stars and the 3 moons shining down on Sarthia give any semblance of light. But even they begin to dim for a moment as a shadow seems to be cast across the world. And I think each one of you in your sleep notice a chill this omnipresent sensation, this cold that sweeps across every living creature in Sarthia. As the essence of Grin dispersed and spread throughout the cosmos as their punishment and their the penance inflicted upon them by the awakened is torn from reality as the second element of the ritual of the Demon Queen takes place. Almost imperceptible, but enough that any person aware of this, of the circumstances now falling upon your world would realize. But in the morning, the sun rises, and you all wake, rested, healed, but with one less god looking down upon you. So, good morning. The members of your crew are preparing and getting the ship ready, assessing any damage. I assume you guys are flying right now, kind of hovering in the air near the island that you, where the portal still sits. So, what's the plan?
I guess we try to talk to her first, and then if that doesn't work, I'll try to bring her back.
Okay.
Works.
So you all gather below deck, where the body of Vesh lies now, stripped of armor, in her simple, the clothes, the linens that she wears underneath her armor, torn and bloody from the battle. And she looks much smaller and much less imposing than you've ever seen her, with the stature that she carried in life and this will of this force of will that she exerted. Just looks like any normal person. So you, Den, walk up to the body.
I'm going to cast Speak with Dead and then Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes a difference, but
Neither one's concentration, is it?
no.
Yeah, so it doesn't make a difference because it lasts for the full duration. So
Just want to make sure. As
now
we're
you
calling
guys were
forth her spirit. I don't know.
you guys will all be within the zone of truth too.
I allow it to, like, I don't even fight the thing.
Yeah.
Anybody want to make a save?
Those of you, I'll say, and those of you that don't want to make the saves and don't want to be affected by it can stand outside the circle if you want. The only person that really has to be in the circle, I think, is Den, because you're doing the.
Yep.
I think the Speak with Dead requires touch. No, it's 10 feet. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really going to enforce it that much. But you focus burning the incense and inciting the incantations to bestow life onto this corpse once again. And as you do, there is a I actually think in this case with Vesh, I think that the body begins to glow slightly as you cast the Speak with Dead. This holy woman, this devotee to Alarius. You see this holy energy kind of spreading through her, and similar to the last time you cast the spell, instead of her body beginning to move, you actually see a figure, this specter that rises from the body, this radiant visage of the paladin, now sort of hovering before you. and you cast at that moment Zone of Truth as another sort of burst of radiant energy goes sort of washes over the room, the area that you're in. And I think, Den, you recognize that the spell seems to work.
Hi.
The specter opens her eyes and she looks down across all of your faces. Where am I?
On my ship.
How did I get here?
We brought you here. Do you also get 5 questions?
I think she just looks at you with a scowl when you say that.
Oh, this is awkward. We need to know your word, the sealing word.
And?
What is your word that you use to seal away the Demon Queen?
It is an idea that I hold close to my heart. Did Thrix tell you?
Yeah.
She's back, isn't she?
Yeah.
And it's my fault.
Yep.
What do you remember of your final moments? Because it seemed that you were just as surprised when the Demon Queen showed up. You didn't seem to know what was happening.
I thought it was my lady guiding me. I was deceived. Like a child, I was led to that place, and it's too late now. I'll tell you the word that you need, in hopes that you stop this. Tell Thrix that I'm sorry. I think the Spectre sort of points down in answering your initial, is roundabout way for answering your first question. Points down to the body, and you see there is sort of a glow kind of across the chest of underneath the tunic of Vesh. And you can see that underneath there is, and it was barely noticeable at first, there's actually sort of a tattoo that is kind of revealed underneath there.
Oh, I wish I could tell my dad that tattoos are going to save all of existence.
And assuming that Den, you pull it back enough to read the word, it is a word inscribed in Celestial. Don't know if anyone reads Celestial here.
Sadel does.
Of course he does.
Sadel looks down at it and he reads, Vengeance. I think at this point the spirit begins to fade away. You still have some more. You still have 3 more questions if you want them, but
where do you want us to take your body?
if the temple I protected in life will have me, I would wish to be interred there, alongside my ancestors.
Did you ever doubt, for even a second, or think that something was wrong? Even if I didn't know what I was talking about all those months ago, I was right.
Perhaps at times. The Demon Queen is more powerful than she had an air of making those around her trust her. I don't know if I was under her spell the entire time or not, but any doubts I had were quickly erased when she spoke to me.
Anything you want passed along to your family?
I think she looks down at the shield that you're carrying, and she looks to the armor and the sword, if it's out still. And she says, my prayer book. If it could be given to my sister. And with that, she fades away.
And we'll carry you with us into this fight.
I think at that moment, there is there's a shout from above deck. And you hear the thun, 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 thun of people running across the deck very quickly.
I go running up, pulling up the warhammer.
No rest for the wicked.
Go running up on deck.
As you run up on deck and expect to see angels attacking or something along those lines, you actually see your entire group leaning over the edge or the side of the deck, and you hear just kind of this muffled, like, yelling from below, and as you lean over, you can see 2 tieflings that are now, you see Thrix, who has kind of grabbed onto one side, is kind of pulling Zinstor by the scruff and is kind of muttering to themselves, saying, "I knew I should not have let you cast this spell." Looks down, and Zinstor's like, "All right, I was off just by a little bit. How was I supposed to know that they were flying like 100 feet in the air?" As they're both flying, and Thrix pulls Zinstor up onto the deck and kind of tosses him down. Zinstor hits the deck with a thud and kind of rolls off, and Thrix lands, dusting themselves off. Says, "We made it." And they look around and say, "Where's Highwind?" And looks up, and you kind of hear a coughing from the one of the masts as Highwind is kind of entangled in the rigging and holding on with one hand. You see the kind of salt and pepper bearded, very broad-shouldered, barrel-chested man wearing his white furs. The king of Crastel kind of clutched among the rigging, holding himself up, breathing heavily, and looking down, and says, "That is the last time I'm doing that." And begins to climb down as well.
Well, I say you've gotten exactly 0% better at that.
Zinstor picks himself up, and the white-skinned tiefling sort of messes with his hair a bit and makes sure it's all in place, and says, "I was pretty close. Again, I was expecting ship on the ocean, not ship flying through the sky."
We made some upgrades. You never know what to expect with the ship.
We're working on underground next.
That sounds like a very bad idea. And Thrix sort of interposes and says, "Well, all right. So we're here now. Jarl, Gale Force, you've already met. Jarl Highwind gives a nod towards all of you and says, Gale Force, it's been a while. I wish it was under better circumstances. Thank you for your warnings with the events in Roran and then this. Well, I suppose I'm here to help the best I can. They both, Thrix and Highwind, exchange a look, and Thrix says, "So, were you able to retrieve what you needed to from Vesh?"
Yes.
Good. I assume there's no matter. It's probably for the best.
She said she was sorry.
I think go ahead.
Any of us who have put our faith in a god, I think there's a real risk to do what she did. You think you follow the god and you think this god's speaking through you, and people can take advantage of that. So, while I don't forgive what she did, I do understand it.
Well, I suppose that is between her and, well, I would say her god, but I'm ready to put this all behind me. And I'm sure you are too, and Highwind. Yes, we need to finish what we started. I suppose we need to gather and, well, should we travel to Illivorn, or what's the next step, Thrix? I would be worried if we didn't. Well, we need to return to Illivorn. There are some things I need there. But I should warn you, all of you, that from what Zinstor has seen, the city is in a rough place. They're currently under siege. And we don't have time to get swept up into a war. We have 4 days by your oracle's count. I can get us there right away. You would have to leave your ship and crew behind.
That's probably for the best.
Could we send them to help?
Thrick says, by the time they made it to Illivorn, I imagine a ship of this size and with enchantment like this, it would take at least 4 days to get there.
Okay.
It'll be over by that point.
Okay.
But know this, if I have myself enough power to get us there and then to the sanctum. And that's going to be a great amount of my ability for today. That's one of the reasons I had my idiot apprentice try to bring us here. I thought this would be the easy task for him, and Zinsor just takes a step back and shrinks a bit. And Thrick says, it's no matter. But if you're ready, we can go to the city now. We'll likely encounter creatures almost immediately, so you need to be prepared to fight. And there are 2 things we need. In my tower, in the Arcanus Imperium, there is a pendant that I keep in my study. From the first time that we fought the Demon Queen. It's a guide stone. It is the only way to navigate through the shifting labyrinth of Alathilia's sanctum. I'll need you to retrieve that. Zinstor and I are going to, along with Highwind, will need to travel to the palace. We need to ensure that the Imperial family is safe. Can you do this?
What's the worst that could happen? We all die?
Yes. And then everyone else dies.
Oh, still a
So what-
possibility, but
So we're gonna. Sorry, it's all too heavy. The world's going to end. We gotta do everything, otherwise everybody's dead. So let's go do it.
All right. Gale Force, are you ready?
Then perhaps you should go have a quick word with the Holly before we
I
leave.
don't need you to tell me how to handle my relationship.
I don't need you how to.
I don't need you how to. I don't need you to tell me how to handle my relationship.
You should at least go say bye.
I kick her in the butt.
Go.
I think
anyway.
I think as you're kind of going off, Den, Zinsor kind of catches you and says, Den, by the way, have you heard from your sister? Is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
I just don't know I haven't heard anything. I don't know if they were attacked at all by any of these, but we'll talk more about that later.
She's
Anyway,
fine.
go. Okay. All right.
Okay,
so
walk away.
you go to find Holly, who is at the helm of the ship and kind of leaning over the railing and staring down at all this and listening. And you come up the deck, and she come up the stairs, and she sort of watches you out of the corner of her eye. It doesn't turn to face you, but sort of says, "So it sounds like you're going off again."
Yep.
All right. Fighting a demon god thingy now, right?
Well, hopefully just like shoving one into a room and locking the door. Yeah.
You think it's gonna be that easy?
No.
Listen, just come back, okay?
I'll try.
All right. And I think she sort of moves over to the wheel of the ship and just kind of looks around, like fidgets with things, and it's just like, well, I'll take care of things here, and it's gonna be okay. Well, you know, I think I'm doing your job more than you are nowadays, so it should be fine. You guys get going then.
Bye.
She turns back at you and she says, "You're an idiot. You know that, right?" And I think she just runs up and she gives you a big hug and gives you a kiss. And as she sort of releases, and she says, "I mean it. Come back, because even if the world ends, I'm going to track you down, and I'll tell you what for if you don't."
I look forward to it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start heading south.
Be safe.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. And as you go walking down the stairs, meet up with the rest of your crew. I think Holly begins to bark out orders from the helm of the ship, and the crew very quickly begins to make their way to their relative posts. Still getting used to air travel, and Thrix begins to draw out the inscriptions and prepare for the teleportation. Yes, sorry, you have some time. It's not like happening right now.
Yeah. While Den is talking, I'd like to pull Highwind aside really quick.
Yeah, sure. He looks down and says, "Oh, Tova, how are things around here?"
Gives like a really deep bow and.
Oh, no need for any of that. Not in the court.
I know, but I just wanted to say thank you. You were originally the one who suggested that I join this group, and I'm very grateful for it.
Well, seems like, from what I've heard, they should be grateful to have you here. So you seem to be have been a good choice. I'm glad that it's worked out. I hope it continues to work out for all of our sakes, but I'm glad it has. We'll discuss your station when this is all over. I think there's more to be done back home. And looking at it says, I think Gale Force could do some good there too.
Well, thank you.
But for now, I'm not Jarl Highwind. I am just one of Gale Force, I suppose, trying to track down and end this scourge before the world does. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now. We'll talk more later.
All right.
Anybody else wanted anything from the ship before you guys go?
Lil just gathers up pretty much all her stuff in her backpack and grabs an extra bottle of family wine. Because then we have at least a cask. Didn't we get a cask of wine?
Yeah.
Okay. I fill and cork a bottle just cuz.
Okay. All right.
Nate just quietly inquires to make sure he has enough arrows in case he doesn't have the chance to reclaim them from.
I'm sure we've got like 1,000 of them.
Yeah, you can get as many arrows as you can carry.
I open up the door on one of the ships to like our armory, and it's just like arrows everywhere.
Just arrows all over the place. Yeah, there's plenty of arrows. I wouldn't worry about. Worry about that. I think you got plenty. You're in civilization now, so you're able to restock to a point where it's a non-issue. Okay, so you all gather. The inscriptions are drawn out. There are these. I think Thrix traces their finger through the air and forms these glyphs in sort of a circle, just hovering there. And you all gather, and I think Thrix begins to incant the spell. And the crew of the Gale looks down at all of you and stops their kind of chores and their tasks at that point. And I think they all give like a simultaneous, they kind of look to each other and they just begin to give a simultaneous like hurrah cheer in support of all of you, just as the spell snaps and you feel that lurching sensation once again as you are torn from your current position in reality, thrust through the space between, and then emerge into a relative hellscape. And I need music. Oh my God, where's my music?
Look under H for Hellscape.
All of a sudden, Copacabana comes on.
Yeah, that works. And I don't need that fire noise. As you your eyes adjust, you're standing in a city that is entirely unfamiliar to you. You see tall, sleek towers, kind of interspersed in every direction, reaching through to the sky like fingers emerging from the ground. There are buildings neatly arranged in grids, which you stand at the crossroads of, kind of stretching in every direction you can see. The whole interior of the city sort of has a tiered effect, leading up to the very center. Through the innermost walls of the city, you can see a gleaming palace that is very prominently displayed at the center of the city, gold and regal in its bearing. However, the city itself is in turmoil. There are people very quickly running across the streets from building to building. You hear the sound of boards being nailed to the interior of doors and windows. There are screams emanating from areas within the city, and you notice that the flapping of wings as creatures are soaring over the walls and landing on buildings throughout the city streets. There are screams of panic. There is fire burning through many portions of the blocks nearby. And you can hear, as you turn back towards the gates of the city, the external walls, where it looks like there is a heavy military presence gathered at this point, and hovering probably 100 feet or so above the walls themselves. You see airships that are raining down cannon fire on the other side of the wall, and you get the impression, based on the noise that you're hearing from that direction and the snarling and this cacophony that is echoing up from beyond, there is a huge force that seems to be gathering at the walls of the city as you enter Illivorn. And Thrix quickly finds their bearing and grabs the prince and points towards the palace and says, "We're heading this way. Come find us there when you're done. We'll send word if we need anything. My tower," and points off to sort of the eastern side of the city, where you see a cluster more of these towers kind of grouped together. And at the center, there's one sort of larger, more prominent structure, the spiraling silver and gold tower at the grouped amongst the rest. And they point in that direction, and probably a few hundred, probably longer, probably about half a mile off, and says, that is the tower. Head there. Somebody will be there to tell you where to go. Find the pendant. It's in my desk. I never thought I'd need it again. You'll know it when you see it. Understood?
Yep.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
They grab the prince and Highwind, and they're...
Are there any traps or wards?
I'm trying to think. I think... Yeah, I think as they cast the spell and the three of them begin to hover off, says... turns back towards you and says, "Oh shit, I almost forgot," and shouts a word down. Does anybody speak Infernal in the group? You do. Shouts a word down to you in Infernal, and roughly translates to it's a type of like wildflower that grows in the Illivorn area, and says, "Use that before going through the door," and runs. They all begin to fly up towards the palace area, or off to the palace district.
Well done.
We can only make it up as we go along and get her when we get there.
Yeah. We usually just sort of run through the traps.
Do you remember the lightning bolts?
Yeah. That was fun.
So long ago.
Can I retcon something?
Yeah.
Before we went to sleep, can I have gotten Gully out?
Yes.
Cool. Then I get on Gully, so I'm not the slowest one.
Okay, you get on Gully, and as you jump onto Gully, you hear a snarling from behind you as two creatures come lumbering down the city street in your direction, kind of pursuing a group of fleeing citizens. Two demonic-looking creatures with large arms with pincers at the end, and then two are sort of smaller arms underneath. And they let out billowing roars as they sprint after these citizens. What do you do? Do you intervene to save them, or do you head towards your task?
How far away are we?
Maybe about 50 feet away or so.
Kune is going to draw and knock an arrow and just like, do I, or we can run and shoot and try and draw them that way, but I imagine that will make it slower.
Let's do it. Also pulls out her little short bow.
Okay, Kune is going to... You said there are how many creatures right now?
2.
Just 2.
Okay. I need to remember the things I can do. Just a second, please. But yeah, basically just going to take... sharpshooter shots, or sharpshooter at the first one, see how well I do, and then and bonus action to activate the bow first.
Okay.
So bonus action activate, and then sharpshooter shot at the first one. Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to remember what is in the sheet. I think with the sharpshooter, that's going to make that an 11 to hit.
Let me get the sheet up, but I think that misses.
Yeah.
That misses.
Okay. So seeing the first one miss is going to aim for the lead creature again and not sharpshooter shot this time.
Okay.
Once more. That's a 14 to hit.
Also misses.
Okay, but maybe they saw arrows whiz by them.
I think they do. I think 2 arrows kind of one arrow just totally misses, and the creature in the front stops a bit, and the other one kind of hits the thick hide near the shoulders with these spines coming off, and then ricochets, spinning off to one of the buildings, and the creature and looks towards you.
Going to give it a wave and then poof, 10 feet away.
I think they begin to run towards your group now. So we're going to go ahead and enter initiative.
Great.
Is it sunny out?
Yeah.
Does firelight count?
No, yeah, it's sunny out at this point. You guys are in the desert, so
Almost as good as Den. Almost, but not quite.
Oh wait, how do I do this again?
What dice is not going to make me fail?
Why are you guys also good at initiative? And then Tova and I are being terrible.
How have you got a 9.17 on initiative?
Because I took
that
the thing that
tiebreaker
breaks
thing.
ties.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I put in my actual initiative.
Oh, dang! I have to redo that.
Not nearly as good.
That's
No,
right.
it's
I
on
think you all
tracker.
did better than them.
Okay. That should be 22.
All right. Oh, did somebody change it after I flipped?
Hang on, I am 22 as well. Please work. There we go.
All right. So that puts you all going before them. I think Tova's technically first because I think your movement speed's higher. I think you both have a +5 dexterity, and then who?
My dex is +4.
Oh, +4. Oh, okay. So Star, I think you go first.
Okay. Bonus action to cast a Shadow Blade then.
Okay.
And I will just throw that at the one on the left.
All right.
That is numbers. Maths. Why? My one weakness. I rolled a 13 on the dice and plus 18.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah. So I know it's meant to be my same as my daggers, so it's just trying to remember the right numbers. But 23, that's what the number is.
Yeah, that hits.
What's my other D8? There. That is 10 points of psychic damage.
All right. 10 points of psychic damage. Okay. The blade sinks into the creature, and it lets out another howl as it begins to lumber down the cobblestone street towards you. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Tova.
Okay, so are they in the direction we're heading, or they were out on a side street?
They were kind of on the side street.
Okay. I had my short bow out. I'm gonna take 2 shots at them. One and then the other. Ooh, okay. I'm not as good with my short bow, but that's still really high. A 26, and then a natural 20 on the other one for
Yeah, they both hit.
12, 29. Okay. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so the first one takes 8 piercing. Oh. And how do I tell it that it...
Just roll the die again for the
Let's do it
crit.
again. Okay, and 19 for the second one.
Okay. Is that without your dex modifier? Or I think it'd be 4 less 4. So it'd be 15 because I think that had your dex modifier again on the second roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And those both against the one on the left or the one on the right?
One on the left and then the
Okay.
one on the right. And
Okay.
then gonna use my movement to start heading in the direction we want it to go.
Okay.
Yelling orcish cuss words at the creatures.
All right.
I don't think they can understand it, but...
Sadel's turn.
Sadel's gonna shoot.
Of course he is. Is he gonna move and shoot? Just stay still and shoot.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stand still and shoot.
Okay.
So that's 28 to hit.
Yeah, 28 hits.
26 piercing and 21 thunder.
So 47 points of damage.
Bonus action to reload, and that's his turn.
All right.
Dida just sits next to him playing
Yeah.
bodyguard.
All right. A little bit.
How far are they from me?
I think I said, I'll say 30 feet.
30 feet.
Because they started moving towards you guys.
Got it. Because I'm on Gully. Gully's gonna run on up. I'm gonna lead Gully over there.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the one on the left with my Warhammer.
Okay.
Here we go. First hit.
Natural one.
No, because I can re-roll those.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, I got a 2.
That's
That's a 13.
that's gonna miss.
Let's try it again.
Did you roll
4 plus 11 is 15.
Misses.
Dead to me, dice. Go away.
You make 2 strikes out at the demon, and both of them are just absorbed, and the demon sort of deflects with its pincers. Not the best showing. So that'll put it to Den.
Sweet. I want to try out this new shove thing that I can do.
Okay.
Can I just do this forever?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm gonna run up to one of them and try to shove them with bulwark.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
It's an athletics check contested with its athletics.
Okay.
Or acrobatics, but
And
it's
I can add the +3 to that from the shield.
Yes, you can.
Wow. Wow, okay. 27?
Oh shit. Well, 27.
What happens? Do I win?
I think the tie goes to the runner.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he meets your. Yeah,
I said
think
the DC.
I think so. So yeah, he you shove him and it hits, and there's a heavy resistance there. This is a big creature, and you feel it start to give some ground, but not enough, and it's not enough to channel the effect of the shield.
Oh, now it's on. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay,
I was assuming that was an action.
it is an action. Yes.
That's it.
All right.
It's on.
Kune.
All right. Conflicted because while Tova started running in the direction we're heading, and Kune thought that was the plan, most of the rest of the party rushed up towards them.
Day in the life of Gale Force.
Yep. But I mean, longbow has 300 some feet range, so I'm gonna back up.
Sure.
So, walk some, aim, draw on the left creature because that seems to be where we're focusing fire. Teleport 10 feet first because why not?
Okay.
Non-sharpshooter shot. Does a 22 hit?
That will hit.
Okay, and you describe these as demons. Are they either monstrosities or fiends?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so the damage is going to get a +4 bonus because fiends are my greater favorite enemy.
Nice.
So that's 12 piercing, 8 poison, +4, so 24 damage total.
Okay, the poison doesn't seem to have an effect.
The poison from the grassbow
that's
ignores resistance and immunity.
That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot I did that.
Yep.
Yeah, so 24.
Yep. All right. And then second shot, non-sharpshooter, and again teleporting 10 feet because why not? 26 to hit.
26 hits.
So that's 20 damage total. This time.
All right. That one started to look a little rough. Okay. This time, kind of realizing what these creatures are and understanding their physiology a bit, you take 2 quick shots aiming for the softer areas of their body. You would probably recognize these are Glabrezu, which are a kind of like a mid-range demon creature. And both of them hit and deal a significant portion of damage to this creature.
Yep. And yeah, I think that's going to be my turn.
Mm-hmm. Which puts it to them. So I think one of these is going to dance with each of the ladies that are up there fighting. So I think it's going to be 4 attacks against each of you. One with each of its arms.
That seems right. That checks out.
That adds up.
Yeah. So that's going to be... We'll do Den first. I'm just going to roll these on here because 22, I think, misses you.
It does.
22, which also misses you.
Also misses.
20.
Misses?
28.
That hits me. Dang.
Jeez, those are some great rolls against anybody else.
Eat it, demons.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then Lil...
Oh, wait, that was it? I thought you were going to say more.
Nope, that's it. They get a lot of attacks. They're not like the hardiest of attacks.
This is a good practice round, you guys.
Lil, it's a 22. I think that's your AC
It
now.
just hits. Yeah, that's my AC now.
11, which misses. 27, which hits. 28, which hits. So for
hoping for a crit so I could say no.
Yeah. For the pincer, that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you are grappled.
Okay.
And for each of the fists, first one is 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and the second one is 8. So, math.
It's okay. I got it.
All right, and that's all I got. Just a barrage of like relentless attacks against you guys with their multi fists.
I'm laughing at it, going weak.
Star, back to you.
Okay, now my friends are up there. I'm gonna run up to the one on the left and stab it with the dagger.
Oh no.
With the Shadow Blade.
All
yeah. We're getting to this nonsense again.
Yeah, he's probably not going to live through this.
That is a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And just because I haven't rolled all these d6s in so long. 26, 29, 30, 38, 43 psychic damage.
Ooh, he's still up. Just barely. You can do an offhand attack.
Yeah.
He's really wavering right now. It's not gonna take much to finish him.
Just try grab the claw into him.
Okay.
That is a 17.
That's his armor class that hits.
That only says it's d6 plus the number there. 6.
Had 5 hit points left. That is enough.
Yeah.
Perfect. With that 1 point of overkill, you stab him with the shadow blade, and the demon lets out another shriek and begins to sort of cower backwards, and use that moment to push forward and sort of jab upwards underneath the soft part of his neck with your claw, digging in just enough to cut the whatever passes for a jugular for this creature. And as this black blood spews out onto the ground, the demon tries to hold itself up with the forearms and then collapses with a heavy, wet thud. Well done. That will put to Tova then. As you're running down the street, you turn around, you see your entire party has run the other direction. One of the demons is down. What would you like to do?
Get started. Actually, I'm gonna look ahead real quick and see if there's more demons down the street that we might potentially run into.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
That is a very good idea.
Well, let's see. It'd be helpful if I have my sheet up. There we go. Perception?
Yes.
8.
8. Yeah, I mean, there you do see there are demons flying through the air. Some of these winged black creatures letting out these shrieks as they fly through the sky in clusters. You see some like that. As far as on the street and stuff, I mean, you don't notice really much else other than that. Okay. Otherwise, you're very distracted by the guys behind you. So I'd say that's your action to focus and do that. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I think I can do this as a bonus. I'm gonna do the Path of Tranquility, aka Sanctuary.
Okay.
Just like take a breath and be like, okay, this is gonna be all right, even though no one follows the plan ever.
It's Sadel's turn.
Pew pew.
Go for it.
More like smash bang.
More like boom boom.
Kapow!
Pop!
Ooh.
30.
Oh, okay. I think rolled under a 20 there for a second.
I love his
yeah,
that 3 things to attack. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great
yeah,
discovery.
16 piercing, 15 thunder.
All right, 31 points of damage. All right. And then reload, I'm assuming. And then Dinar gonna
Actually, no.
Oh, no?
Yeah, I
No?
reload.
a little bit.
Let's try this again. Even though I'm grappled, I'm gonna slam it with.
Oh, the one that grappled you's dead.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm down. So did I fall down? Do I gotta get up?
No, because you didn't move you or anything. You're basically just like on Gully's back, and it was kind of holding on to you there. Didn't have a chance to do anything fun.
So I go over to the other one and say, "Let's dance." That's 18 plus 11, is it?
Hits.
1 and 9. Okay, now I have to remember all of the dice that I do. I do a D10, I do a D8, and I do a D4.
Yes.
And I add something. I add 6. Okay, here we go. That is 10 plus 6 for 10. That's 10, 16 bludgeoning, 8 radiant damage, and 1 psychic damage. I rolled max dice, but 1.
Yeah, 25 points of damage on the first hit. That's pretty good.
Okay, here we go. Second hit. Let's try a different dice, even though that was a good one. 16 plus 11 is 27.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, here we go again. 9 plus 6 is 15 bludgeoning, 3 radiant, and 2 psychic.
18, so 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. That one's starting to look pretty rough too.
And can Gully try for a bite? Even
Sure.
though it probably won't work. Gully has, I think, yet to bite anyone, but he keeps trying. He gets an effort.
Go for it.
Ooh, 19 plus
That'll hit.
something.
As long as it's on negative, that'll hit.
I can't wait for Gully to kill the big bad.
I know, right? That would be awesome. And then he gets to 1d6 plus 1. 2 points of
Woo.
piercing.
Which I think is reduced to 1.
Because he's not magical.
He's not magical. Still, never know. Awesome.
That's my turn.
I'll put it back to Den.
Does that one look really rough?
It's bloodied.
I'm gonna try to shove it.
Go for it.
This is so fun. Oh, that's way better than last time.
I don't know how it could be. If it's better than last time, then I don't think he can roll that high.
Well, I'm gonna do the math. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh god. 28. 31.
18.
Eat me.
So you shoving or are you knocking him prone?
No, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna shove him away. But I want to do the chains thing.
Okay. So the 10 feet back.
Yeah, I shove him 10 feet back.
As he slides back across the ground, suddenly 4 golden radiant chains erupt from the ground and wrap themselves around the limbs of this Gleprezu as he struggles against it, just kind of trying to pull himself free.
I look at Lil like this.
It's sick, and he is right on the edge of that. They're technically huge, so he's right on the edge of that category. Yes,
and he's grappled.
Yes, he is grappled.
That's
cool.
it. That's all I'm gonna do. I feel good about that.
That's a pretty good turn. He's now grappled 10 feet away from you. Kune.
All right. Gonna start my turn by looking at Tova, just kind of shrugging, just like, and then 30 feet to get back towards the fray. How far away would that put me?
Probably around 30 feet because you moved away a bit. So yeah.
So before my attack, I'll do the 10 feet of teleportation just to make sure I'm within 30 feet. Then I will use my planar warrior ability, which lets me do extra damage. So that's my bonus action. Now just rolling regular shot. 28 to hit.
Yeah.
So this is all going to be force because of planar warrior. So that's 9 plus 7 is 16 plus 4 for greater enemy is 20 plus 2d8 for planar warrior. That was not super great. So that's 26 points of force damage for the first attack.
That's pretty good.
Yep. And the force damage only works for the first weapon attack, so this next one is just a plain old regular shot at it, which I will now teleport 10 feet away. 30 to hit.
All right.
That's 20 points of damage.
Whew. Yeah, he's right on that edge there as he takes the next 2 arrows sink in. Now he's grappled and taking these shots and quickly trying to pull himself out of this these bindings, but not able to do so. And that'll put it to his turn, which in this rough place, he is just going to use his action to try to break free of the. Is it a strength saving throw?
It is it's a strength check.
Strength check. Just gonna remember. That's a 9. I think it's
a 15.
a 15.
It's a 15.
Yeah.
Eat it.
Nope. Is not able to pull himself free. It's just kind of trying to pull himself out and unsuccessfully.
He's stuck.
I guess. Star, how do you want to do this? Because he's really on the edge. What do you want to do on your turn? Because you can kill this guy like super easy. You're muted.
I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Is it like a run up, like epic stab, or you just like throwing it at him like, meh, we're just done with this?
I'm just done with it. Just 17 on my roll again.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Do I need to bother rolling damage?
No,
or-
we're not going to deal with that. I'm just going to say he's dead. Okay.
Cool. And then I run the direction we were supposed to run.
Yeah. And as the last one falls, you see the tieflings that were fleeing into, and I don't think I context before, this city is mostly tieflings living here. And most of the citizens that you're seeing are of tiefling descent. And the ones that were running away and kind of cowering around the corner see you, and they come out and say, thank you. And they go fleeing down the road. And you all begin running towards the tower.
Tell them Gale Force saved you!
All right. As they disappear around the corner. And you all go sprinting down the street, and those birds are still flocking overhead. Kune, you probably identified these as vroks that are swarming throughout the city. And there's this sort of the sky is being just sort of gray in the direction as the smoke is rising. This darkness is almost taking the city with this swarms of demonic bird-like creatures. Most of them, I'll say, for the sake of brevity with your guys' sort of power level at this point, maybe a few rocks swoop down in your direction, quickly picked off by the ranged members of your party. I mean, between Kune and Sadel, they're dead before they get close to you. The one that does manage to scrape past is quickly finished off by the others, and you're able to fight your way through the city fairly easily without expending any resources really to do so. Because otherwise I'd just be rolling in random encounters for the rest of the session. That would just get so boring. So you make your way to the towers into the district of the Arcanus Imperium. And this area is, I think you notice a couple of things. So you approach the gates of that surround this district, and it seems like there is a separate district set here for the 7 towers that stand within the Imperium, and then that central sort of spiraling tower as well. And you notice here at this location, there were a pair of like iron gates that stood here that are sort of smashed inwards, destroyed, and a section of the wall itself broken away. There are some dead bodies lying around of tieflings. There are a few rocks and as well, but mostly you see some dead mages that are surrounding this area, and this path of destruction seems to lead straight towards the tower, which you all continue running towards. And as you reach the tower, you can see the entryway. There's like a platform of steps that lead up to what was probably once a grand doorway, is also broken inwards, and inside you hear this snarling noise, and then followed by the sound of heavy footsteps. That almost seems to shake the area around you.
Ready action to fire on whatever comes through the doorway.
Yeah, should we try to get a better look at that before we engage?
If you're gonna do it now.
Yeah, because Lil's about to run. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Lil's gonna smack Gully's ass and have him dash and just go right in.
Let's just go for it.
Yeah,
can I sneak up first? Or okay, you want to make? What do you want to do?
I want to make Gully dash and like Warhammer out like as soon as. God, I hope you tell me whatever that word was for the ward, because I'm gonna as soon as I cross the threshold.
Wildflower and infernal.
Yes, I want to basically as soon as I cross the threshold and see the thing, jump off of Gully and just basically try and get a surprise attack out of nowhere.
Okay.
Look really badass.
Sure. So you come like launching through the door and you yell this word in infernal. And I think as you're approaching, there are these glyphs along this platform that begin to glow, and you yell that word and then they dim again as they were starting to spark with this electricity. And as you launch inwards, you see a path of destruction in here. You see where probably tables and bookshelves and all sorts of interior decorations, and this beautiful marble interior is destroyed and cracked and broken. And at the center of this room, you see a massive creature, towering about 20 feet tall. It's hunched over, has this thick kind of reddish brown fur around it, this pig-like nose pushed back, these two golden horns decorated with these bands of jewels kind of curling off to each side. You see a familiar looking creature as one that you have encountered before within the labyrinths of the archives that you located the treasure of Feroy's people. You see a Greastro staring back at you, angry, looking a little bit damaged, like it probably took a few hits as it made its way in here, but no less furious as you come launching your way towards it. So I will give you your surprise round, because that was fairly surprising.
Okay.
Go for it.
We're gonna try and hit it with a warhammer.
No one expects a
Natural
halfling.
freaking 20.
Oh yeah!
Shit.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast, because I'm not in any kind of mood, a 4th level Divine Smite.
And it's a fiend, so you get that
So
additional.
I get the, oh gosh, so it tops out, I think, at 5, right? 5d8?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there's 5d8. Oh, let me mark off the spell, because I'm gonna, have a... Yep. Okay. I need a d10 and a d4. Here we go. That's an 8, and that's a
Did
7.
you roll to hit?
Yeah, I got a natural 20.
Oh, that's right. I'm being dumb. I forgot.
No, you're not. You're fine. Okay.
I forgot.
Okay. So I can do math. 18, 29, 31, 33 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
16 points of bludgeoning damage, and 2 points of psychic.
Can I get a total, please?
So that's 33 plus 16 is 49 plus it's 51 points of damage.
That's very good. It's very respectable. And you get a second attack.
Oh wait. I get to double all that, don't I?
Oh, did you not double it?
That isn't doubling.
Oh, shit.
So that's 102 because I don't want to roll again.
Okay. And then did you add your strength bonus to it?
Yeah, I did do that.
Okay.
Or no, so 102 minus 6. So
Minus 6. All right, I'll give you
add
6
6
back.
backs. Sorry.
On your first strike, go
On
ahead
my
and go for
first
the
strike.
second one.
Okay. That was awesome. Here we go again.
He was looking a little bit singed when he came here. He's looking black. Do you roll another crit?
I swear to God, I never crit. You know this.
Well, go for it. Go for it. You're gonna one-shot this Greastro.
I'm about to lose my mind.
God, no, I'm not.
You're gonna
This
do
isn't
another
as good of
smite?
a roll. This is not as good as of a roll. Holy shnikes. Okay, that's 15, 16, 20.
I think that was 96 points of damage for the first one. I'm keeping track. Okay, I want to do the total in my head.
20, so wait, okay, 21 points of radiant.
Doubled.
So yeah, that's 42 points of radiant. 8, 16 plus 6 is 22 points of bludgeoning. And that was doubled already. And 4 points of psychic.
So 42 plus 22.
64 plus 4, 68. Thank you.
68 points of damage. So that was 96 plus 68, so 164.
Something. Did I kill it?
164. I'm just gonna say you did, honestly. Like that's that much damage in that short of a time frame. He had probably like 30 something hit points left, but I gotta give it to you on that, on going balls to the wall on that one. Well, shit. So I'm gonna take the initiative tracker off. I don't even know why I did that. So this Garistro that is kind of lumbering around here had taken the lightning damage from the glyphs as it came through, and probably a couple shots from outside as well. Turns towards you and rears back with one of its massive fists to just level you as you come through, but doesn't expect you to be as close as you are. As you all see Lilibet's warhammer glowing with this divine energy, like trailing off from behind, she slams once down on the crest of this creature's head, causing it to drop like a sack of bricks straight to the marble floor, cracking it even more with this heavy impact. And as the creature begins to try to pull itself up, its head sort of crushed inward slightly, Lo comes running up onto its back, bringing up the warhammer again, and then striking down near the base of its neck, causing the floor itself to almost buckle downwards, and there is a sickening cracking sound as this Garistro is just annihilated in those two strikes.
I just like nonchalantly walk out of the room and go,
Coast is clear.
We should let you do that more often.
I don't know what came over me, but I was just not in the mood to deal with that.
No.
Den, you okay?
Let's go.
All right. So you begin to search the building for Thrix's study. Given the number you've been here before, who wants to head up this? Like, are you just fanning out and searching? You want to head up the investigation check to find this den?
No, I cast locate object.
Oh. All right. Well, if you just
Yeah,
want to roll.
okay, Mr. Sassy. I do. I cast locate object.
All right.
Gale Force ain't got time for none of this.
And I think I find the object I'm looking for within 1,000 feet of me.
You don't have to have seen it before or anything to do that?
I don't know. I can describe it. I can sense the... It doesn't say I have to have seen it.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Yeah, so you spend the spell slot.
Within
I'm cool with
1,000
that.
feet of me, I can locate a specific object. Something. Words.
Yeah.
If he described it to us.
Yeah, they described it to you. Well, I think they told you it was a pendant, and they told you kind of the guide stone. I mean, that gives you some amount of context. And yeah, so within 1,000 feet of you, you sense it up, and you begin to spiral up the steps, heading in the direction of Thrix's chambers. And finally, you stop as you reach near the top of the tower. The arcane kind of guidepost guiding you in the direction of one of the rooms. As you
I
enter,
can at least find their office.
Yeah, you find Thrix's office, which is a cluttered. I'd say it sort of borders on that edge of being cluttered and arranged. You see the books seem to be well organized, but there was just a lot of stuff in here. It looks well organized, but just too much stuff for one space. And there are all sorts of these weird baubles around, sparking little glass globes of energy, and little clockwork mechanisms seem to be powered by small glowing crystals, as well as just stacks and stacks and stacks of books and scrolls and papers. However, you reach the desk and guided straight towards the drawer. You open it up, and inside there is a box. And you open that box, and there's another box, and you open that box, and there's another box. No, you open that up, and
And then I mail that box to myself.
Darn Matryoshkas.
There is a sort of a silk lining, and inside is a pendant, an amulet that has a circular pendant on it, and embedded in that pendant is this red pulsating stone. So you have now the guide stone.
I hand this to someone who's not me. that will take care of this thing.
I'll take it for now.
All right. And you have the pendant. And what would you like to do now?
Get over to the school.
Solved
whatever.
my Garistro puzzle. Jeez.
I pounded that Garistro puzzle to the ground.
I don't even know what to do here. I feel like I should just quit.
No, that's what I think I should do. I will never be this good ever again.
You won D&D.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. Do you just start running in the direction of the palace?
Well,
yeah.
well.
Oh, wait. Go
You
ahead.
guys want to fly?
Sure, Gully can catch up.
That would probably be faster.
I make everyone fly.
All right. How many people can you do with that again?
All of them? I'm pulling it up on my sheet.
I didn't remember what because I know I left it.
It
and
is
a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. You and a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So me and 5.
Okay. So.
So we can do Gully as well, or does he not count?
Well.
Saddle.
It's
Gully's
Saddle.
Yeah, no, Gully's a.
it's actually gonna leave Dedar behind.
Oh no!
Gully
We
and
have
Dedar can catch
Dedar
up.
fly and Saddle can
Saddle ride
him.
on him.
Wait. I still have
we
the
have
scroll
done
of
that
fly.
before. You do. When are you gonna use that?
I feel like now's the time.
You know what? Screw it. I'm using the scroll of fly
And I
to.
think that's a level you can use in a spell that you could
It's
technically
level
take.
3 wizard
Yeah.
spell. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you just use it. Perfect. Everyone flies.
Yay!
I'm glad we got to finally use that. God, how old is that?
I still have a
That
scroll
was
too.
when we were in the Astral Sea. No, before that even.
It was a long time ago.
Jeez,
You guys
that
remember
was a
this?
long time ago.
That was the same time I think I got that other scroll of the scroll of forbiddance.
Yeah, that was
I've
right
never
when
used.
before you fought. You avoided the Greastro. How
It's
far
all
we've come?
coming back around.
I've still got a scroll of chain lightning as well.
Oh fuck. All right.
We hoard things.
Yeah, you do, and they're all going to come out in the last fight. So
That's the
bad.
idea.
you all
I have
begin-
all my potions or my tinctures that I haven't used all game.
We fly away.
you go flying towards the tower, or towards the palace. And as you skirt along the walls, I think you gain some altitude, and you can see beyond the outer walls of the city that encompass the Illivorn. You see the army that is pushing in, tall burning towers of siege weapons being pushed, inching closer and closer to the city walls. You see hordes and hordes of demons gathering outside the gates, pushing inwards. You see the armies of Ondok here gathering and marshaling themselves against it, holding them at bay. But it is an overwhelming amount, especially considering as you look up towards the sky, you see the demonic wings of the Vrock and the other creatures that are encircling, but you see mixed among them the same corrupted angels that you have fought before. This army of both divine and fiendish power gathering and marshaling itself against mortal kind. But you, turning your backs to that, head further inwards towards the palace. The grounds here are beautiful and well maintained, and it's the destruction has not reached this area, and it's jarring at first seeing the white walkways spiraling throughout the gardens, the immaculately kept hedges, the crystal fountains that are spewing this azure blue water throughout these troughs that run throughout the grounds, and it is amazing as you head through here, and you can imagine Zinstor's childhood growing up amongst these grounds. However, as you race towards the gates of the palace, you see a different story. You see the guards, the royal guard that were stationed here, blood strewn across the white walkways leading up to the grand entry halls of the palace, as some sort of conflict has reached its way here. and you hear the shout of panic, and you hear a shout of panic and a louder billowing roar come from within. And assuming you guys don't stop, you go rushing through the gates, flying, then hitting the ground and running through and inward through the main entry hall, down this long hallway with these paintings of former emperors of Ondakir and the royal family gathered throughout, and you can see the rug torn, some of the paintings knocked off the wall, as you wonder what what creature wrought such destruction here. But as you push forward through the last gates and enter the throne room, you seize for a moment as you see the pools of blood strewn around this room. You see bodies piled throughout the chamber, and you watch as Highwind takes one last swipe with his sword before he is knocked sideways and goes cartwheeling across and then slamming into one of the pillars and falls to the ground motionless before an immense creature. The towering form of some demonic entity standing before you, red skin, then shadowed as two massive black wings unfurl to either side. The white gleaming eyes of this creature shine down upon you as in one hand a rope of fire uncoils into a whip, and in the left you see a blade of pure lightning as the creature takes in a large breath and then exhales a massive roar. You see the fire boiling within its own throat. As this Baelor now steps towards you, the blood of your allies fresh upon its blade. And we're going to go ahead and take a break there and come back to see how that fight turns out. So back in 10 minutes, everyone, and we will continue this journey.
See you in 15.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's just jump right into the action. Let me get my battle music up. That's not the music I want. Let's go with this one. So everyone roll initiative.
Sean, can you please put me on the initiative tracker with a whopping 4 initiative, please?
Okay.
Let's double check because I feel like I get some bonus to initiative for being a ranger, but that might be one of the subclasses that I am
You get
not.
advantage on initiative, I think.
But from what?
If you're
I'm just being a ranger, I think.
if you are doing the Unearthed Arcana Ranger, or are you doing the Unearthed Arcana Ranger gives you, I think, as part of your
Oh yeah, from Natural Explorer. You have
Yeah.
advantage on
That's what it
initiative
is.
rolls. Oh, and on your first turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted, which would have been good for that first fight, but that's fine.
and what was your initiative again, Sarah?
4.
4. All right. Alrighty.
That's much better. That's a 20 instead of a 6.
Okay. Puts everyone on the tracker. Perfect. So that'll be Saddle going first. Soon just point and shoot.
Yeah, sorry, point and shoot, yeah.
No, it's okay.
Why have I got so many windows up?
You're running 2 characters?
True. 30.
30 hits.
17 piercing, 14 thunder.
Okay. Alrighty. 17 and 14. I don't think it has resistance to either of those. Okay. Alrighty. And then I assume bonus action reload, and then Deedar chilling.
Yep, chilling, playing bodyguard again.
All right. That'll put it to Tova's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can run over to Highwood and check on him.
All right.
He's the only one of our allies we've seen so far.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the only one you see right now. He is unconscious, but seems to still be alive.
Okay. I'm going to use my Healing Hands ability.
All right.
To give him 20 points.
Nice. Okay. So you give him 20 hit points as he kind of sits up from the ground, and you see this the cut across the front of him, and this kind of the bruising around the side of his face begin to heal. And he looks up at you and kind of, Tova?
Where are the others?
They're further in, looking after the family. We have to take this thing down first. And he kind of winces as he's going to stand up, and he looks in pretty bad shape. And now doesn't have a sword or anything. But he motions it, just says, go, take care of it.
Okay, and then bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Just get ready for whatever's coming.
All right.
Scary beastie.
Star's turn.
No, open. I'm going to cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stay where I am for now. because my big heavy friends haven't gone running screaming yet.
All right. Kune.
All right. First, I'm going to bonus action Healing Spirit over on Highwind, just at second level. So he's going to get 1d6 on casting. Yes. Yeah, first time on the turn or so.
Yeah.
Turn there. So, so he gets. I'll just go ahead, roll 1d6. Gets 4 hit points back.
Okay, so that's 20 plus 4.
Yep. And then for my action, I am going to. I'm gonna just attack the guy, but because I am the ranger and have that thing and it is not acted yet, I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Just double check the wording on that. Yeah, first turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted. So both attacks are going to be at advantage. And the first one, I'm going to make a sharpshooter shot. We'll see how that does before I do the second one. And I'm just going to use my movement and teleportation to get myself away from the rest of the group in case it has any nasty area of attack things on us.
Okay.
So this first attack is sharpshooter. Does an 18 hit?
18 does not.
Okay, so seeing that one fail to hit, the second shot is not sharpshooter, but still at advantage. Does a 30 hit?
30 does not. I'm just kidding. Yeah, 30 hits.
Okay, and I assume this is also a fiend of some sort?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 10 plus an additional 4 for greater enemy, so 14 damage. 6 piercing,
Okay.
4 poison, 4 bonus.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. That as you take loose 2 arrows, one of them again hitting and kind of deflecting off of the thick muscled exterior of this creature. You aim and draw a little bit harder back on the bow, releasing it with a bit more force, and that one sinks in.
Oh yes, important point of order. The healing spirit is just a fluffy panda nomming on some bamboo.
Okay. That will put it to the Baylor's turn. And let's see. I think as it starts his turn, there is this voice that echoes throughout the room, this telepathic message that kind of rings in all in your heads. It says, "You, I know you. My queen commands you die. Fall here." And it kind of strikes the whip outwards as it sparks across the ground. And it is going to make 2 attacks. I think goes charging forward. And I'm making the assumption that Den and Lil are probably the closest ones to the front. And is going to make a long sword attack at Den first. Which is probably a mistake, but... Well, that's a 27 to hit. For 24 slashing and 21 lightning.
Oh, please, while I pull up my calculator. The 24 and 21.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it is going to strike out with its whip, which has a 30-foot reach. And I'm going to say, given that you were all kind of clustered together, did you make any purpose to run backwards, Kune, or are you still kind of... You're muted. I know you moved out of you kind of moved away from the clump. I don't think
circling away, so still in the chamber. I don't know how big the chamber is exactly.
It's pretty big. I'd say probably about 80 feet across. So he's got a 30-foot reach on that, which gets about 60 feet of the room. I'm going to say that you're probably still just within range of the whip, at least with this reach. So he's going to purposefully, because he's got 10 feet. Yeah, he could position himself for both. So he's going to whip out at you in retaliation. That's a 25 to hit,
which will hit.
You take 13 slashing and 12 fire. So 25 points of damage total.
I'm going to use my reaction to do spectral defense, and I give myself resistance to all that damage.
Oh, nice. Okay, so 12 points of damage. Okay, and so make a concentration check, DC 10 for the healing spirit.
Yep. Just double checking, because with my greater favored enemies, I have advantage on saving throws against spells and abilities. I assume this concentration check is not at advantage because of that.
No.
Okay. Come on, roll well. That's a 3, so that spell is gone. He got 4 health back from it.
Oh, it was something. You're also pulled 25. Oh no, actually, you need to make a strength saving throw first. So make a strength saving throw.
Okay, but is this an ability of his now?
Is he within 10 feet of me?
No,
he is not within 10 feet of you. Is it a magical thing?
It just says against the spells and abilities used by a greater favored enemy.
Oh, okay. Then I'm trying to decide whether this counts as an ability. He's just pulling you with the whip. I'll say yeah. I mean, it's a greater favored enemy. I'll give you that.
Yep. So strength save at advantage. That's a non-natural 20.
That's exactly what you needed to pass. So you were able to resist the pull, the whip, and hold yourself back as he retracts the whip back towards his hand. That will end Baylor's turn. Brings it to Den.
Great. I'm gonna run at him.
Okay. Yeah, you're up in his face now.
Yay. I am going to use my bonus action to... Oh my god, I have so much stuff on my sheet. I am going to use my bonus action to do Gale's Fury and expend one of my channel divinities to become Thor-like.
Okay.
Wreathed in electricity. And then I'm going to use my action to hit him with my flail.
All right.
Oh. 20?
20 hits.
90. That's a 4. $22 points of damage. Bludgeoning and lightning.
All right. Okay, the lightning is reduced.
It was 8 lightning.
So
I rolled an 8 on the d8.
What was the bludgeoning?
The other number.
It was 22 points of damage total?
I think so. Minus
Okay.
8. Or minus 4.
All right.
You know I say numbers and immediately forget them.
I know. Okay, that ends your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. You strike at him once with your flail, crackling electricity. Electricity seems to not have as much of effect, but you are doing damage. Lilibet's turn.
Okay, I'm going to do something I've never done before.
Okay.
Because I think it's time for it. I'm going to turn the Faithless. I'm going to use my channel divinity and turn the Faithless.
All right. What does that do?
I utter things, and it's painful for Fae or fiends to hear. I'm presenting my holy symbol. Any fiend within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it's turned for 1 minute.
Okay. That's a 25.
Well, that doesn't work.
So does it do anything on the success?
No.
Okay.
Just nothing. So poop. Okay, that was my action. What is my bonus action then? I'm going to. Is that? No, that's an action. I'm going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on Kunai.
Okay.
And add 2 to his AC.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to do. And then Gully's going to run up and try and bite him. Oh.
All right.
Let's go. Here we go. 13 doesn't hit, does it?
13 does not hit.
I told you I should have retired. I had my 2 good rolls for the rest of my life.
All right, I actually need to roll initiative for Highwind now that we're back to the top of the round. So 13. All right. So ending your turn, Goalie comes barking up and tries to make an attack and is unable, kind of like ripping onto the boots of this Baylor, is unable to dig in any damage. Brings it back to Sado.
Shoot. Sado's gonna do a shoot.
All right, do a shoot. Do a big ol' shoot.
25.
25 hits. I don't even know why I have him roll anymore.
20 piercing, 22 thunder.
All right. That'll put it to 42 points of damage. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right. 42 points of damage to the Baylor. Reload. Anything else?
Deedar just carries on sitting nearby being bodyguard.
Sounds good. He's taken some hard hits in the last few fights. And actually, at the end of that, the Baylor is going to use its legendary action to make a whip attack. I'm going to stay right back at Sado. Let's do that. Again, I like this 30-foot reach. I can hit some of you in the back. So let's do that. That's a 28 to hit. Which definitely hits him. For a total of 27 points of damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And technically, Dudar could make an attack in retaliation, but he's not close enough.
19 on the strength save.
Barely fails. He gets pulled 25 feet closer to the Baylor.
Oh no.
Which, because he hasn't moved this fight because he's been taking his triple reaction. So that puts him right up in melee, I think, with the Baylor. So that'll be Tova's turn then.
Oh no. I'm gonna pull out my daggers. I'm gonna run up there. And attack. Okay.
Go for it.
Alright, first one. Does a 19 hit?
19 just hits.
Sweet. Okay. So 19 for the first one. And the second one does not hit. But I'm going to spend a key point to also punch. Flurry of blows.
All right.
Alright, so the first punch is a 17. I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit.
No.
And the second punch is less than that. Oops. Well,
No.
she gets one hit at him. And because somebody else is in melee, so I maybe get sneak attack.
There are a couple people in melee, yeah. Lil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, so it's 18 piercing and 4 fire.
Okay. The fire, we double check, has no effect.
Okay.
But the 18 piercing does.
Okay. Got it.
Pretty good though. So the dagger stabs in. And did you go into melee or are you throwing?
Yeah, I'm going in there because I tried to punch as well, so I'm in melee with him now.
Okie dokie. That'll put it to Star's turn.
Well, all my friends are there. I'm gonna run up to it and give it a stabby stab with the claw.
Go for it.
Note sheet up because I need numbers. That is a 19.
19 hits.
And friends nearby, so sneak attacks.
Yes, all the sneak attacks.
I'm missing a d6 because I need that for the claw. There it is. Okay, 3 psychic. Let's get that one out the way.
Okay.
6, 12, 15, 20, 28, 31, 36 slashing.
Whew. 36 points of slashing damage. The Baylor on the left. All right. You kind of come digging in, kind of slashing across some of the tendons towards the back of the leg, trying to bring it down. It's staggering a bit. Still not bloodied, but is getting there. All right.
I'll bonus action with the cold iron dagger I've got as well.
Go for it.
Uh, 27.
27 hits.
That is 6 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Stab. That's my turn.
Every little bit. Okay. That will end. Let me check one thing. Okay. That'll end your turn. The Baylor is going to use its secondary legendary action to do a sword attack. Eeny, meeny, miny, star. With its longsword.
Does he have true sight?
He does.
Damn it.
So he sees you and the little illusions that you've got gathered around, and kind of you hear this low, like rumbling, maybe like laughter, as he swings down with this lightning blade. Probably going to miss now that he's talked that up a bit. Nope, that's a 27. For 26 slashing.
Uncanny dodge.
And 16 lightning. Yes, you can uncanny dodge that, which would be, I think that's 42 points damage total, bring down to 21.
21, yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
A hefty reduction there. All right. And that'll end his turn. Kune, it is your turn.
So with my grasp bow, it has the ability to do ensnaring strike without spending a spell slot, but I assume I still have to use the bonus action to cast it. Like it still uses the action economy, but just not the spell slot. Okay, so I will try that. So using the bow to cast ensnaring strike and take non-sharpshooter shots at him.
Okay.
So first attack, 28 to hit.
Hits.
So let's see what that damage is. 10 piercing, 8 poison, 4 bonus, so 22.
Okay.
Yep, and then for ensnaring strike, it needs to make a strength saving throw or be restrained. A larger creature has advantage on the saving throw.
Okay, it does have strength. We'll have advantage. That's a 19. That's actually a really bad roll. Does that succeed?
Yeah, that beats it. My DC's only 17.
Okay. Is able to break free of the bindings, so is not restrained.
Okay, so just going to follow it up with another bow attack, and this time I am using my Bam Fiend to put myself back up against the wall to try and get out of reach.
I'll say that gets you out of reach.
Yep. 25 to hit.
Hits.
For 21 damage total.
Woof. All right.
And that is my turn.
Okie dokie. That brings it to Highwind's turn. Highwind will get up. He regains 10 hit points at the start of his turn. he's not got much he can do here. He's got a bow you can pull out, and he's going to try to take a shot with that. Just 2 shots. It's a 23 and a natural 1 for 5 piercing damage. Not much, but it's something. And he's going to kind of strafe backwards too, get out of hitting range. Let's put to the Baylor's turn, which
He takes lightning damage.
Okay, and the rest of you are going to take fire damage.
7.
Take 7 lightning damage, reduced to 3.
I always forget. I just wanted to get it in there.
And then the rest of you need to make... Actually, no saving throw. You just take it.
Is it a spell?
Nope. It's just fire coming off.
Is this what it's like fighting me?
Yeah, he just has this aura of heat coming off. Oh, that really sucked. That's 6 points of fire damage to all of you within melee.
I just brushed the ash off and let's go.
He's not going to attack with his action. Instead, you hear a muttering. This is like, Gandeshta, and it's going to. Oh. All right. And behind you, you see this dark shape open up. This rift seemed to open up in the air, directly behind the group that's kind of gathered in front. As a familiar-looking creature emerges from that space. As a Greastro comes stepping out from behind your party and comes lumbering forward, the demon calling out in its direction in Abyssal,
Which I speak.
which he says, "Kill them." Which you probably could have inferred, the rest of you. And that's his action, so that's all he can do this turn. And Den. Oh, I need to roll initiative for the Greastro.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Oh, it's
He
a
just
15.
stands there.
Okay. All right. Den.
I hit him.
Hit him.
That's not very good. Well, 24.
24 hits.
That is 8 on the D8 again. Eat it. I'm, by the way, super wrong about one of my abilities. My Divine Strike does thunder damage.
Oh,
I said that wrong last time.
okay.
So that is 12 bludgeoning and 8 thunder damage that I do.
8 bludgeoning, 20 points of damage. All right.
Just, I get to hit him again. I do that.
Go for it.
I don't know. That's a natural 1. I don't know.
All right, that misses. End of your turn.
Yep.
A little bit.
Hey, I'm gonna try and whack him with I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with my warhammer.
Go for it.
On the Baylor, not the Greastro. I've already taken care of one of those. I'm done with him.
All right, fair.
22 to hit on the first one.
Hits.
Okay, 2. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend a 3rd level slot.
Okay.
And so that's 5d8. Because he's a fiend, right?
Yes.
Sweet. So there's all those. All the dice. I need all the dice. And here we go. Okay. 7 plus 6 is 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
13 bludgeoning plus, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14. Okay, that's 15, 20, 27. 27 plus 6 is 33.
All right.
39 points of radiant, and 4 points of psychic.
So that's 40. Okay. Damn. Ouch.
And then I'm going to do it again.
Go for it.
And if it hits, I'm going to use another... Oh, and I can give +4 temporary or +5 temporary hit points to people. It's going to Den.
Okay.
+5 temporary hit points.
Then you get your +5 temporary hit points.
I forgot about that.
Thank you.
And I whiff on the second one.
Ouch. Okay, but still heavy strike on the first one. Again, the radiant energy trailing off your warhammer as you are just tenderizing this Balor. That'll bring it back to the top of the round with Saddle, who is right up and comfortable with the Balor right now. You're muted.
He is not disengaging, but running 30 feet back, not towards where the baristro is, but sort of more
The other
into
way.
the room away from it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair. And then Didar's kind of stuck in a weird spot right now. He could do the same thing if you want him to chase by.
Didar's gonna dash towards Sadel.
Okay, yeah,
And
because he's
after 30 feet of movement, Sadel's gonna do a shoot.
okay. So was he dissing?
No,
was Saddle-
he's not disengaging.
He's not disengaging. Okay, that I misunderstood. So he's going to
so
take a
plots armor though. So
Uh,
don't bother rolling the attack.
Okay, he's just going to make it miss. That's fair. I'll see if it misses first, and then,
Okay.
Okay, no, that would have hit. So yeah, he's going to miss. And he uses his plot armor.
Yep. And then he shoots.
All right, as the Balor swings and just glances off the armor of Sadel, just inexplicably, Sadel turns around and takes a shot with his. And I love that item, by the way. Like that, it's so frustrating, but I love it so much. Just when anybody says plot armor, I laugh.
22 to hit.
That hits.
17 piercing, 25 thunder.
Okay, damn. So 42 points damage. Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah, that is Sadel's turn.
All right. At the end of Saddle's turn, Baylor's going to use legendary action to do a longsword attack against Lil. That really hurt, so it's going to do one against you.
Just to make it, I assumed that since we're inside, I pulled off my extra AC. bonus.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 21, just so you know.
Still going to be enough because that was only a 17.
I laugh at him.
And deflect the strike. Tova.
Okay. So seeing that the daggers didn't do that much, I was going to pull out Long Fang and take 2 strikes with that.
Okay.
All right. So the first, well, that's a natural one. So not the first one. And not the second one either.
Oh, no.
Goodness gracious. Okay. But then is going to use her bonus action to disengage. You said that Greaser appeared sort of where we came from?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. It's going to maybe start heading in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, he's not far behind. You're basically sandwiched between the Caristro and the Balor right now.
Got it.
You just have to turn around and take 2 steps in that direction to fight the Caristro.
Excellent. Okay. But I am going to try to get out of immediate melee with the Balor.
Okay.
Engage with the bonus action.
All right. Okay, so you move there. All right, and that will put it to. I'll put it to Star's turn. Actually, he's in a rough spot, so he's going to go ahead and use the second legendary action at this point, and is going to take a strike at. Who else in melee? So it's still low. He's going to do another one at low because that you missed on that first one. Then you laughed at him, which is mean. That's a 21.
Just hits.
21 slashing and 10 lightning, so 31 points of damage total. Now to Star's turn.
Okay. I think it's worth it for this fight. I'm casting haste on myself.
Okay.
Gotta go fast. And then I will use my action to try to stick my claw in it again.
Okay.
That is a 22.
That hits.
Finding all my dice because I have a lot. 2 psychic.
Okay.
This is a lot of 5s.
Oh.
10, 20, 30. 35, that's 40 slashing on top of that.
Yikes. All right. Just that hate that surge matter comes through you, and you dart around behind it, and then stab up inwards, up towards like the small of the Baylor's back, just digging in there, and feel like you hit something vital with that strike. And the Baylor lets another roar of flame as you see the heat wafting off of it.
Bonus action to disengage. And I'll go back 40 feet.
40 feet. All right. That will end Star's turn. Kune, it's your turn.
Yep. Interpretation question for my distant strike ability, which is the thing that lets me teleport. It also has the, if you attack at least 2 different creatures with the action, you can make 1 additional attack with it against a third creature. Would it have to be a third separate creature, or could it be one of the first 2?
No, it has to be a third creature. I think the intent of it is the third creature.
Okay, yeah, just double checking.
You can attack one of the members of your party if you want.
Yes. No. I mean, there's some circumstances where I can make that work, but we're not gonna go there. So, first attack, non-sharp shooter, against the Baylor, going to teleport in so that I'm within 30 feet to use the planar warrior for the extra force damage.
All right.
So non-sharpshooter, 27 to hit.
27 hits.
So that's going to be this damage plus 2d8 all in force. So that is 20 damage, 20 force damage total.
All right.
Going to 10 feet teleport back out of reach of the whip and Graspo it in the face again for 23 to hit.
That hits.
That is 23 damage total.
How do you want to kill it?
I am going to bamf in with the first one, take aim at its whip hand, just kind of shoot it in the back of the hand and say, no. Bamf back. Just shoot it straight in the forehead. Actually, no, shoot it in its mouth, in its tongue, just say, your queen should have sent someone better.
All right. And as that second shot hits, the whip drops to the floor, kind of the fire dissipating and the whip just vanishing from sight. It looks towards you and lets out a roar in your direction just as the arrow sticks into the back of its throat. And as this happens, there's that pulse of light. The radiant eyes of this creature flicker. And you watch as the Garistro suddenly lets out a roar and vanishes before it got to do anything. However, the Baylor lets out another, kind of rears back and lets out another howling roar as you watch cracks begin to form up its body. And then, I realize we're doing this twice in 2 episodes, explodes in a torrent of fire that encompasses everyone in a 30-foot radius, which I think is going to be everyone except for Kune and Star. Casado would have been just at the edge of that with his movement speed, I believe.
Even Highwind, or is he far enough?
Highwind is not. No, Highwind's out of it. Out of your immediate party, though, it's going to be everyone. So I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Saddle will use the helmet to auto succeed on it.
Not
Okay.
dexterity.
And Didar will need to make one too.
And Den and Tova and Star should get my +5, right? Are they within 10 feet of me?
Yeah.
Star's miles
No,
away.
no,
right?
Yeah,
Star's
Star
far away.
ran so far away.
Yeah.
Dead and Tova are enough to will they get the Plus 5.
You said dexterity, right?
Dexterity.
I need to get the right sheet up. That would help.
20.
Success.
21.
Success.
Hang on, this is very bad. A save?
Yeah,
Like 34?
you're good.
Did you add 5?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Dida got an 11.
That will fail.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I gotta give one to Gully.
I can spare you that Gully's probably gone. Either way.
Either way, yeah. Okay.
That's 70 points of fire damage to everyone who failed, which I believe means Didar is down.
Oh, Becky.
And then
It wasn't me.
that'll be 35 points of damage to everyone that succeeded. And then Tova, you succeeded, so you take nothing.
Oh, yes.
Or
30.
no, you have evasion. Yeah, you do. That's right.
Yeah. I always forget about that. Okay.
And Star's just standing at the side there, all hasted up and ready to go.
All hasted up and nowhere to go.
Where to go? There, and
Well, we haven't been into the other room yet, so who knows?
my magic resistance. It's not a spell, is it?
No.
Darn it.
I could healing spirit conga line us if we want to take a minute to do that. Starting
let's-
with Didar to get it back up.
How long does that take? Because on a scale of 1 to 138, I'm about 40. No? Plus my temporary hit points. I'm about a 51.
If we're uninterrupted, healing spirit does 10d6 for a minute.
Yeah.
Or like 10d6 over a minute.
I
Yeah.
got 60 seconds to spare.
Okay, so I will expend another second level spell slot.
Sadel
for-
can do a couple of cure wounds on Den.
Please help, I'm on fire.
Does somebody want to revivify Didar?
Oh, does he
Did
just
that
die?
kill it, or does healing magic bring him back?
I think we've ruled it that if he goes unconscious, he needs to be brought back, or Sadel can spend a short rest to bring him back.
I don't think we have that kind of time, you guys.
How long does revivify take?
It's an action, I think.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
And don't we have like 3 diamonds? You
We have
guys
3.
said?
I'll do it.
Yay!
All right. So Didar can also benefit from the 10d6
Yep.
healing.
37 points of healing to everyone.
Woof. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give Den and I.
Den gets 18 from Sadel, just cure wounds in.
And Den and I get 15 from me from lay on hands.
Okay. And I think as the battle ends, Highwind comes kind of staggering up, and you see he's sort of rallying with each step, and actually is able to heal up to his. Double check. Regains 10 hit points at the start of each turn. Yeah, so he's going to heal up to half hit points, just walking around.
Does he also get the healing spirit?
He could. So I'll put him to.
How does he do that?
It's just he's a cool guy. So
Oh, in the highway.
He's
He'll
so
go-
cool.
he'll go up to 114 hit points just walking around, and then
Just walking around.
All this is going on, so I was just like, so where are we going? Where are we going? Where?
I'm just imagining like running laps around us, like,
Yeah, because they come down from it.
oh, buddy.
Oof.
and Highwind comes after all the healing conga line, says, "You all showed up right at the nick of time.
Yeah, we're so have known for that.
Good job. I think Thrix took them that way. We should go. The Emperor was... We should go." And begins to rush down the towards the back of the chamber.
What does that mean?
we go.
I start running.
And you follow down a short hallway that leads into some like sub-chamber behind the throne. And it's there you see the royal family gathered. You see the... Oh God, I need to pull up all the sisters and stuff. I should have had that ready. I feel like trash. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold here. I got too many spreadsheets. Go away.
You have
All right.
spreadsheets?
Yeah, so you see the Empress, Ishana, as well as Prince Zinstor, who's gathered there with Thrix, and then Prince Festral and Princess Ultara. And they are all sort of standing around Emperor Oshal Zolvernik the Unfaltering, his full title. But they're all standing around the unmoving body of the Emperor, who is now laid out on a table in the back of the room, and you see blood stains kind of running up his the robes that he was wearing. And Prince Instor turns back to you, and you see tears in his eyes, and he says, "We were too late." He looks back down towards his father. I think Thrix leaves the clutch of the family there and comes to you and says, "We arrived just as those demons had breached, and the Emperor had already fallen, trying to defend his wife and children. We have more important concerns right now, but
I can fix him. Not today. But if they keep him safe, I can fix him.
if you would, that would mean much. If you're willing to do that for a country and an emperor that aren't yours."
Well, for a friend or two.
Do you have the pendant? That takes precedence here. No. If we don't stop this, then it won't just be the Emperor who falls. Come, let's leave them in peace and discuss.
Wait. One thing. I cast, Gentle Repose on the Emperor.
Okay.
I literally always have it prepared and I've never used it.
All right. You approach, kind of circumventing around the family gathered there, and you see the Empress in a pretty rough place, and she looks at you cautiously and a little bit skeptically as you approach, and then Zinstor kind of takes his mother and says, "It's all right. I trust her." And they let you pass, and you cast the spell. And there isn't really any effect other than the 2 copper pieces that you place on each one of the Emperor's eyes. And Zinstor says, "Can you bring him back?"
Keep him safe.
We will. I'm going to stay here with my family. I fear I would only get in the way if I went with all of you. You're much more powerful now than when we first met. End this, please. Thrix is by the door and motions for you all to follow. And as you all leave the room and leave the royal family behind, back out into the throne room, you can still hear the clamor of the battle out in the city beyond. And Thrix and Highwind look at each other and look back to you, and Thrix says, "Things are worse here than I thought they'd be." It looks over all of you. Do you need time?
Short rest wouldn't be horrible. I'd get another shot at turn the faithless, but I don't know how well it's gonna work.
Anything you can do to ensure your success in this. I'm remiss to say to wait too long, because I know that there are balances in the universe that are at stake here, but if you rush in and fall because you were exhausted from your efforts here, then we lose it all anyway.
When you put it like that, an hour to rest and prepare would not serve us poorly.
It is your decision to make. Looks to Highwind. Highwind understands, I think, Thrix's posture and says, I don't know how much we can actually help in this fight. You all handled that beast with much... I got my ass kicked, to put it bluntly, and you handled yourselves very well.
Strength in numbers.
I agree, but you all have been doing this for some time. I don't know whether you need an old-timer like myself at your side to succeed. Thrix and I might be more use here, protecting the city while you stop this at its source. I can give you my word. I trust that you'll do the right thing and stop this.
What choice do we have? We can't let more gods die.
Whatever you need. However much time you need. The importance is saving us. I've never put much stock in the gods anyway. 6 or 2 makes no difference to me. Just stop this.
I think that's the one thing you can count on. You don't have any, like, magic demon killing scrolls or anything.
I wouldn't be the one to ask, and looks to Thrix, and Thrix says, I could provide some supplies I could gather within the city. Nothing that'll kill demons, but some healing potions.
They say it never hurts to ask.
If you aren't a fan of fire, I could help with that too. I don't know how much more of that you're going to have. It looks at the 60-foot black circle on the ground, charred marble.
Anything helps.
I'll gather what I can and bring it back. Rest for as long as you need. We'll take care of the rest. Highwind, they could probably use your support at the battlements. Highwind acquiesces and says, Gale Force, end this. I'm off then. And goes,
What is your word?
Oh, that is important. Thank you. He takes a more somber tone and says, I was born into leadership here in Crastal. And I've lived my life by one code. To balance the scales and to be a fair and equal ruler. My word is judgment. Thrix, I'll see you out there. And he goes jogging out of the room.
I dig around in my bag.
I forgot I had this.
And I pull out the Redburn salve wine that I made. Who knows how long ago?
If they can get us, I've only got I can help 5 people with this. If we can get some more stuff from Crest or from Highwind.
Thrix.
Sorry. I knew it was
Close
somebody. Brain.
50-50 shot.
And I failed.
No, we can we can help everybody. But I'm not gonna uncork the wine until we're going in because it only works for an hour.
I actually also have something that might help. That I've been saving for so long. We know where this is gonna go down, right? I mean, we're gonna go in and she's gonna show up and it's just gonna hit the roof, right? It's just gonna pop off.
All hell's gonna break loose. This is just a preview.
I got a scroll of forbiddance. It takes 10 minutes to cast, but whether she's fiend or undead or whatever, if she's one of those, it'll mess her up, and I think it's worth a shot.
Oh, well, I mean, we assume she's here, right? We assume she's on this plane?
I think we're assuming that if we try to lock her up, she's gonna show up.
Yeah. Well, if we can get within 60 feet without her maybe really catching on that we're here yet, I can at least figure out whether she's divine or fiend or undead or fae. I got a couple of shots at that.
This spell has a little bit of a bigger area. 40,000 square feet.
Okay. Well, will it do any feat? Like, do we have to declare one type? Or does it just take care of everybody?
Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead.
Okay.
I can choose one or more.
Oh.
So maybe I'll just choose all of them.
Covers all grounds.
Yeah.
But can we protect our little fake friend that we brought with us?
When you cast the spell, you can designate a password. A creature that speaks the password as it enters the area takes no damage.
Yay, okay, there we go.
I think I pretty much covered all the bases. If I can get anywhere near where this is going to go down, this might be the time.
Yep.
I need 10 minutes.
Well, it's her sanctuary they originally sealed up with the spell. That's where we're going.
Yeah. I'm just saying, 40,000 square feet. I don't need to be, like, in the doorway.
Nope, I just was gonna use Divine Sense and if we needed to declare one or the other kind of creature type. But we don't have to, because you can designate all of them.
I'll do all of them. And then if she's not all of them, at least we'll know.
Yeah.
I've had this scroll for, like, a literal year. Just in my pocket.
I think Thrick says, that may That may help with an element of surprise. I'll give you one fair warning, though. The sanctum of the Demon Queen is... She's created her own pocket dimension of sorts there. It's shifting, changing. Once you enter, doing something like that will give you, I imagine, a distinct advantage within the area that you protect, but I can only imagine it'll work for so long. Especially if she has the power of a god now, or two.
It's worth the shot.
Every little bit. I mean, after this, sort of, what am I gonna use it for?
It's fair. I would try everything you can.
It's good to know.
Wait here and rest. I'll gather what materials I can and return. Hopefully no more demons attack while I'm gone. And
Anyone feel like he jinxed it?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, Thrix goes running out of the room. So you guys can all take a short rest if you'd like.
When you do hit dice, you can add your constitution for each dice that you use, right?
Yeah, for each dice.
Sweet.
Also, last chance to change any attunements or anything along those lines if you're not going to take a long rest.
Is there any unattuned gear lying around that Kune could make use of?
Well, actually, now that you say that,
Oh, yes.
we have a few.
So I'm pretty sure I just have my bow,
We have,
so I have 2 more.
in the bag of holding, we've got the Wand of Wonder, which we
Always
just
fun
have.
for an end game boss.
A Ring of Karmic Balance. Not all of, I don't know if all of these require attunement or not because it's not in here, but we have that snake sword, that sword that turns into a snake. We've got a Frostbrand battle axe. I've also got an Ioun Stone of Strength, which gives you +2 to your strength. I've also got that Cursed Flail.
Yeah, I mean, the Ring of Karmic Balance would be good. I think that would give me at least a +1 bonus to AC.
Yeah, take it.
So
It's been in the bag for like 6 months.
Plus, it's super fly looking.
yeah, that's mad bling.
Up for grabs. I don't know. I don't speak for the whole party, but I feel like take it.
Take it.
Somebody use it.
Yep.
Nobody else is using it.
Nah.
And then we also have Sir Clutch's glove.
Oh yeah, you do still have
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And the
Which
And
does...
I've also got my my other shield, my cold iron shield, which gives you, it's a +3 shield, and it gives you advantage on saving throws against spells that I'm not attuned to.
Not much of a shield user with my bow, but okay. So just double checking with Sir Clutch's glove, you only get the advantage on everything if you're at 1 hit point.
at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
it's clutch.
When it's clutch.
Yep. I mean, might as well take that. So I think the ring in Sir Clutch's glove.
There you go.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
you put on the glove and put on the ring over it.
And it's 1/2 of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Superfly. I'm so
Totally,
glad.
it's like the Michael Jackson glove. It's white with like
Yes,
silver sequins.
I'm so glad someone is using these things.
You know, I used it for like half a sec, and then we got cool weapons, so I was like, eh.
Dang it, attunement slots.
Yeah, so obviously, Sean, you'll be the ultimate decider of how much of a bonus I get for the karmic balance, but I am neutral good.
So you will get. Let's see. I gotta pull that back up. So you'll get a +1 to AC and resistance to necrotic damage.
Cool.
That's probably good against a scary demon queen.
Yep.
Woo.
Ooh, and don't I think I give everybody, when everybody's around me. Oh no, I don't give that. Wait, do I give that out? I always forget what my amulet gives out. Oh yeah, I give resistance to poison.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
Anything else anyone wants to do to prepare?
Gonna meditate for a while so I can get back my key points.
Fair. All right, and then I think an hour into your rest, Brix comes back.
Wait, sorry. Can I do one quick thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aid at 2nd level, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Den, myself, and I'm gonna give Tova because Star can like blink on out of there. I'm gonna give each of us the 5 hit points. You get your max increases by 5, and you get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that lasts for 8 hours, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. All right. Thrice comes back. They have some potions to give out. I think they have 2 greater healing potions. 1 superior healing potion. And I'll say 2 vials of fire resistance.
Okay.
And yeah, that's probably all they've got. And as you finish your rest, Thrick says, "Do you feel prepared?"
As one will ever be going against a demon bitch.
You're stronger than we were when we faced her the first time, so I'm sure you'll prevail. Just know that whatever she offers, whatever guile or cunning she uses, it's fleeting. It may be tempting, but ultimately, all she cares about is destruction. Whatever reasons she uses for that. Understand?
Thanks for the help.
I only wish I could do more. My time has passed, though. Gale Force is now, I guess, farther, has flown higher than the Falcon Guild ever did. And one way or another, you've made your mark here. But you've done this on your own, and I think you'll continue to do so. All right. Do you have the fragment?
I've got it.
And you're set on attempting to bind her with it.
Bind her, the power she has, whatever it takes.
Thrix rummages around in their bag and hands you a small tome and says, "This is the inscription. This is what they used the first time to weaken them. I've modified it slightly. My hope is that with this ritual, you may be able to seal off the sanctum that she has created, this pocket dimension, and bind her there permanently." So, I would, once you've destroyed whatever you can and are able to fight her back, do so quickly, because she'll attempt to lash out at you and I assume attempt to manipulate you into some deal. But if Zinstor has taught me anything and talks about you quite often, you all seem far too stubborn to take something like that. Well, are you ready then?
As ready as we'll ever be to go fight that godly queen of demons. I never thought I'd say that sentence. Did you? I mean...
No. You'll do fine. Best of luck, Gale Force. And Thrix spouts a few incantations, and that same rift opens in the air in front of you. Portal for you all to pass through. Hopefully to your destination of Arathilia's sanctum.
See you on the other side of the wall.
You take 600 points of damage and immediately disintegrate. I'm just kidding.
It's a good line.
It's a great line.
Well, now it's ruined.
I'll
see you on the other side of the war.
And as you all step through, the palace disappearing behind you, and you step out into the desert. The howling winds rushing around you, the sand kicking up in every direction, the sun cresting over the western horizon. And as this blinding sandstorm fades, you see the mountain before you, and carved into it an immense door spanning hundreds of feet across, circular, with inscriptions running along its surface, carved into the side of the mountain. And within, the Demon Queen awaits. And that's where we're going to call our session for tonight. Deep breath. Good game, everyone. So, as I said, we're going to end our session there. To pick up next week. So, thank you everyone out there for watching. Couple of things before we call it for the night. Likely next session is going to be the last one of the sort of official campaign. I'm really sad to see it go, but I love to watch it leave. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make any more.
Wow, that was so bro.
Trace Atkins jokes. But yeah, I'm super happy, and we'll wrap this up next week with the climactic finale of the game, and then we'll probably do one more session after, an epilogue. I like to do those in all of our kind of long-term campaigns. That'll cover some important stuff, and we'll have some fun, and it'll kind of function as a semi one-shot epilogue sort of thing. It'll be cool, but more on that to come. And then otherwise, that will be the last 2 episodes of Survivors Complex. And then we'll be picking up with our next game a week or 2 after that. So, yeah. I appreciate everyone out there that's kind of stuck with us through this whole thing and watched every episode of this. It amazes me that you have the time to do that. And I appreciate you taking your time out to watch us do that. But as always, we will pick up here next Saturday. Watch all of our stuff in the meantime, all of our streams, video games, and D&D, and Apocalypse. Well, we're not doing Apocalypse War anymore, but the Power of the Apocalypse system is one of my favorites, and we're doing the Masks system with that. Check that all out. Check out our Twitter if you need any other information or guidance on what to watch next, and check out our YouTube, youtube.com/GameKnights. For now, we're going to go ahead and sign off, and until next time, good game. And good night, Internet.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Internet.
Internet.
Good night, internet.